Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Anthem. I am Death from Above. Today I wanted to talk about the game. I know it's a couple days late. I am not immediately on the bandwagon, but I wanted to make mention the Anthem, the game, and what I think about it, my thoughts, my reactions, and maybe go over the trailer a little bit with you guys. So, Anthem looks... my first impression of Anthem was I saw on Twitter that Bioware had a quote-unquote Destiny killer. Now, since mostly what I upload is Destiny, that was something that I hear occasionally. That was the Division last year. Apparently now it's Anthem for 2018, and it's something I immediately disagree with, because if it's a Destiny killer, it doesn't make any sense. You can't have one video game kill another video game, but that's stupid. Anyway, that's beyond and beside the point. That was just the first I heard about it. So, it got me interested in what is this game. So let me see what it is. So, looked it up and I found out it's a open world shooter from Bioware, same company that makes Mass Effect, which that's okay. And then it's a looter shooter, kind of like Destiny, but this one apparently is third person, open world, quote unquote. We haven't seen really anything about that, and it's a game that looks interesting. It looks pretty interesting, but I'm gonna warn you right now, we don't know anything about it. We know what they have told us, and we have one gameplay trailer that we're watching right now. She's about to go through that circle, flying around. So I like what I saw. It looks interesting. One thing I don't like is I'm not the biggest fan of third-person shooters. I liked Gears of War, I like the Division, but I prefer a first-person shooter. Now, it's nice that the game you can fly, although the flying, I'm like, what's the point? You can fly at the same speed that you can run. Flying looked very slow. So, running, okay, I can see that. That looks pretty cool. One of the complaints I saw was that it was corridored, it looked like. So when you go through like an area, maybe you can't explore the whole area, but you really don't know anything about this from the trailer. There's not even really, there's barely even a HUD. So you can't see anything. The enemy types did look very interesting. The world did look very nice. It looked kind of vertical. Especially with the underwater areas, and it looks dang cool. So Anthem as a game interests me. Now, will I put it on my channel? Obviously, I'm putting this on my channel. So it's a game that interests me. So I will be keeping an eye on it. I don't do a lot of quote-unquote news coverage. I like to just play the game, have some fun. If there's something going on about the game, I'll talk about it if it interests me, but most of the time I just want to get the game in my hands and play it. So that's kind of what I said. I was like, I'm very excited about it, but I want to play it, and I do have my reservations. But I didn't like how in the gameplay premiere trailer, quote unquote, they had a person talking as the character that you were playing, and I didn't realize it was supposed to be a real person, not an NPC, or not a voice of the character, until like halfway through the trailer. I was like, oh, that's supposed to be like me if I'm talking to my buddies, because I'm like, no, it's not. It's extremely scripted, which you can't not have a scripted conversation if you are using this as a gameplay premiere trailer at E3 or something. You're gonna have a seriously scripted conversation. You're not gonna have off the cuff type stuff. Now, one thing I did like about it is the open world. I like the bigness of everything. Everything feels really, really huge. The suits do look awesome. I was a huge fan of Gundam and Gundam Wing and all those shows, so any kind of type of mech suit game I am very excited about. There was one game, and I can't remember the name of it. I think it was Xenogears. I loved that game. Basically Gundam Wing, but Xenogears was awesome. So this feels like a Gears of War meets Xenogears meets Destiny type situation. So I'm alright with that. So I'm actually very alright with that. The weapons look really cool. If they pull it off the way that it should be pulled off, it'll absolutely be amazing, and I'll start including it whenever it comes out. It says it's not supposed to come out till 2018, so we've got a good year before we see anything about this game. But hopefully there'll be an alpha, a beta. We can be involved in that in any way possible, and have some fun doing so. So it looks to be an open world multiplayer action shooter. So I like what I'm seeing. Most of what I do as far as videos going is about the feel of it to me. How does this feel to me? And to me this feels interesting, but I don't have my hands on it, so I can't give too much decision on it. I just will mention it to you guys. I want to know what you guys think about Anthem. Are you excited about it? Do you think it's going to live up to the hype? Do you think it's a Destiny killer? Which, that's dumb. It can't be a Destiny killer. Games exist. They coexist. So you have one game existing with another game. So Anthem looks interesting to me. I want to play it, but that's going to be a long way away. So this will probably be the only video on my channel about Anthem, unless there's some big news or another big trailer release or gameplay release. But until then, I'll just leave it at this, and let me know what you guys think about the game. Are you going to try to play it? Are you going to get into it? Do you want to see more of this on my channel? And what do you think about it? So let me know in the comments. But until then, until next time, I'm Death from Above, and I'll see you later. See you, bye.